Hey, what is up, everyone? It is your friendly neighborhood homebrewer Rick here, and this is my video response to Sjporr's "How Did You Get Into Brewing" video. And let's start off in the beginning. Give you a little background about myself, kind of get you guys up to speed with who I am. I am an Okie at heart. I live in Kansas. I grew up on 640 acres, which is 4 square miles, basically a mile section in Oklahoma, for the better part of about 19 to 20 years of my life. And, what really got me interested in the whole thing of making my own alcohol was a very close friend of the family's from my father's side, which are all farmers. Okay, this gentleman has been a friend of the family for many, many years. His family has been friends of the family for a very, very long time. And needless to say, let's just say this man may or may not make his own moonshine. He is a very backwoods gentleman, very down to earth, very intelligent individual. And, I always wondered how he made it. I did partake in the consumption of a few quart jars of his what he calls Applejack, which basically you guys may know it as apple pie moonshine. And I partook in quite a few quarts of that stuff between the ages of 16 and 18 years old. Once I had a vehicle, and it always really inspired me to wonder and how the hell this gentleman did this. And upon meeting my first wife and moving to the great state of Kansas, I kind of fell into the whole craft beer thing. Fell in love with Fat Tire, Sam Adams, all these fantastic, really great craft beers. And it really drew me away from the old, typical Bud Light, Budweiser beers. As you guys have seen in some of my videos, I do like my Miller Lite, but that has since changed since I have partake into the hobby of homebrewing. I've actually went completely all homebrew as of recently, but anyway, we're getting off track here, and I want to kind of keep this as much as possible on track. I've had a few beers. I've been sitting watching my good buddy. Ooh, Craig Tube, and I figured, hell, what's better time to make a video here about how I got into homebrewing? But anyway, back on track here. Um, Basically, once I met my wife Nell, which was about 5 years ago, I've always told her, I would love to get into making my own beer, but I don't really know how to go about it. And she's always told me, hey, if that's what you want to do, then you need to get into it. And at this time, I was we'd been together at the time of this. We'd been together for about 4.5 years, and I knew she was the one, and I really wanted to put a ring on her finger. And so, of course, my home brewing everything kind of took a back burner. Well, as you guys know, we tied a knot about 3 months ago. Um, right now, I'm kind of drawing a blank. Hope she don't watch the video. But anyway, um, before this, I'd already picked up the ring, and me and her was sitting having dinner one night, and she said, "You know what? Why don't you get a little more information about making your own beer at home, and let's go from there." Well, upon that, after dinner, I cracked a Sam Adams, come in here into my spare bedroom, aka my office, and jumped on YouTube. And well, needless to say, the first person I seen was our really good friend and very well known home brewer on YouTube, Craig Fairway. Um, I sat and watched his very first videos in the bum sweatshirt, the blue bum sweatshirt. Watched him make a Cooper's beer, and I proceeded to watch the video. I watched about 15 of his videos that night, and I was set. I wanted to do it. Done a couple of Google searches, found Midwest Supplies, and the next day I ordered one of their everything kits that come with a 4-gallon brew kettle, 2 cases of bottles, all the fermenters, bottling bucket, the whole 9 yards. And I was on my way. I was on my way. It arrived. I had a red or a what was that damn thing? I don't even remember. I know I did screw it up pretty bad, but it was I want to say it was a red ale. I could be mistaken on it. Oh, it was their autumn amber ale. That is what it was. It was a red ale, but it was their autumn amber ale. And I totally biffed it. And a lot of people really do get discouraged when they make a bad batch of beer. But you know what? I'm hard headed, as my wife says. Um, I'm very determined to conquer whatever the hell I set forth to do, and so I stayed with it. And now that was in April of this year, and today I have probably brewed about 15 batches of beer. Currently, I built a mash tun, and am patiently waiting for an 8-gallon kettle to go all grain. So, I mean, basically, plain and simple, it's been Craig, Sjporr, um, Thirch Korean Kid, all you brew tubers. I don't want to leave anybody out. I mean, a lot of you guys I've watched videos from, and BH Brewing, Emeladius, all you guys have been a huge, huge inspiration on my home brewing. And, I really can't thank you guys enough. You guys have really took a guy that really wanted to get into a hobby and really made him want to be a brewer. Go full all grain. Don't look back. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Brew beer. All this, guys. I mean, I watched the first two people I ever watched was Thirch Korean Kid and Craig. And they gave me the confidence to really get into it. I participated in one of Craig's live streams one night, seen Mo, and jumped over, watched his videos, and very informative, very forthcoming about all his secrets and everything. And it really opened up a whole new avenue to me. And I started out with a autumn amber ale from Midwest. Totally screwed it up. Went to a Cooper's extract kit. Turned out okay. But by the third batch of beer, which was a Cooper's Dark Ale, I done a Craig Dark Ale. If you guys remember the video of him taking a taste of it and going, "Holy, yeah, that's the one." And that was really the turning point in my brewing. I got real serious about it. My wife says pretty much my beer making has took over the home. And well, they'll say I have to admit it, it has. At this point in time, from a guy that come from April till now, we're the third of November. I have literally went from zero to a full fermenting outrig, 2 glass carboys, 4 kegs, ferment fridge, the whole nine. I'm full setup to go. All I'm missing is a keg, a propane burner, or a keg. I got 4 of them. I think I'm covered. But a kettle, a propane burner, and my screen for my mash tun. And I am pretty well set up to get rock and roll. So, but anyway, guys, this video is getting rather long. But I do want to thank all of you brew tubers out there. You guys have been a huge inspiration to myself, and I'm sure many, many more. And you guys should take one moment and pat yourself on the back, because what you guys are doing is wonderful, very informational, very educational, and you guys deserve a hell of a lot more than you get. But anyway, guys, it's your friendly neighborhood redneck and home brewer, Rick, and As always, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Brew beer.